How you guys and gals out there doing today? Listen, I'm trying to help y'all get this down as quick as I can, so I'm going to make a real short video. Now that you know how to use MetaTrader on your phone and hopefully on your laptop, if you know how to do it on your phone, you can probably figure it out for your laptop, but I think I kind of went over that the other day. But now that you know how to place a trade on MetaTrader, the next question is what do we trade, right? Yeah. So I'm going to go over some things today. How to choose your first Forex trade. And I'm going to go over where I get my news at. And normally I trade in the mornings, or I trade when there's a lot of volatility going on. I get up first thing in the morning, look for news releases, and place a trade. And usually I'm done trading within about an hour or so after I get up. Now, sometimes there's some big news releases coming out different times of day. And I'm going to show you how to find that right now. The first place you're going to go to find out what's being released for the day in Forex news is go to forexfactory.com. And if you come down here and look, it gives you your folders and your releases by country. There's your Euro, there's your USD, that's news that's going to be released today. And if you notice the color of the folders, the yellow folders are low impact news, medium impact news. The orange folders a little higher, and then your red folders. Let's go down and see. There's a red folder right there, and that is the USD today. And it was already released, and look at there, another bad report. If it's in the red, it's bad. So we got a bad report for the USD again today. You can look up here and go up to the top, and it tells you what the actual is on the, let's see if I can get it over there. I'm not too good at this recording stuff, as y'all can tell, but it gives you the actual, and this camera's not too good on this phone. I apologize for that, but it gives you the actual, the forecast, and the previous. Okay, so we can go back down to USD. The actual, that was what was forecasted, and the previous. So it was even below what they forecasted. They already forecasted going down, so you can see that the sentiment of the USD right now is going down. So that's not a good thing. It makes trading very difficult when it comes from high, and the US is the major currency, so you got to kind of start flipping things around. And then you got over here one more red folder, which I don't deal with the Australian dollar too much, but this is where you go and get your folders for the day. Okay, and it'll tell you the times of days that they're released. And as you see, we've got the GBP releasing today. We've got some stuff down here that hasn't released yet, and some stuff up here at different times for the GBP that hasn't released here yet. So this is the first place we're going to go. We're going to go here and look at our folders and see if there's anything being released about the time, or we're going to mark down on a piece of paper the times that they're being released. Especially for high impact red folders, because right after a red folder is released, if it's bad, it's going to have a major effect on your currency. I bet we could go and look at the time on the USD index. It was released somewhere around 9 o'clock this morning. Let's just get curious and let's go over to tradingview.com is where I go to look at my charts for free. Okay, that's TradingView. I've actually got a membership with these guys right there, but you don't have to have a membership. You can just go on and be a guest. I had the pro account for a long time, and you see I've been on for a while. I've got 8,261 messages right there that cryptos right now, they're crashing out hardcore. So... But anyway, this kind of gives you the rundown on the market for the day. Bitcoin price in support zone and ready to rise. Okay, they think it's going to come up. It just crashed way down, so maybe it is. I don't personally keep up with Bitcoin. I don't like it. But there's a lot of people out there that do. There's a lot of people that's into the mining and whatever. But anyway, right up here where it says ticker, that's where you're going to put in whatever you're looking for. And we're going to look at the DXY. That's the dollar currency index, and in this case just pick the top one because it really don't matter. You don't have to have a broker or anything, and we're gonna let it load up. The DXY is the strength of the dollar. It's only the dollar. So we're going to go down here and we're going to look at the full featured. Alright, she's loading up. And yep, let's go over here. 6, 7. There she is at 10 o'clock, right after the news was released, and see what she did. She crashed out. So, that's how... There's the 9 o'clock news release right there. There's the 9 o'clock news release right there. You can come down to the very bottom and see it says 9 o'clock. The news was released at 9 o'clock. That was a 9 o'clock news release. It went down quite a few pips. We're not worried about the pip count on this one. We just know that when the dollar goes down, anything that the dollar's associated with, it's going to go down. So if we go at 9 o'clock and look at the USD JPY, okay, and on this one it does matter. Okay, you see how it lists USD JPY, USD JPY, USD JPY, USD J. Now, if you're on a practice account, it don't matter which one of these you pick. But if you're on a brokered account, each broker charges a different price. You have to get your broker. You see the brokers are listed right there. Forex, FXCM, Awanda, Forex.com. And if I was in the United States trading, that's the one I use right here for now. So we're going to go to the Forex.com. And so our pip count's right. And we're going to get rid of all that crap. And we're going to look. And bam-o, bam-o. Right there where that news release was at. It dropped down like a brick. Yeah, let's see. And during that 9 o'clock, let's see. That 9 o'clock drop, it dropped way down. So see, that caused, see, it was an uptrend. The US dollar had been getting strong. The news was released and bam, from there down. So right when that news was released this morning, if we would have been on that trade, let's just look and see what we had gained. We're going to come over here to our pip tool and we're going to measure. We're going to go up here and just look and see how much that sucker dropped. $172.4 pips. At $10 a pip, that's $1,700 that you'd have made in that trade. And the drop actually started today right here, yesterday right there, and went down. So it would have taken you a day and you'd have made about $1,700 on the standard lot. Okay? That's how that works. It's really that simple. You go to Forex Factory, you start watching the news, just start reading the news. Here's another good place to get news, FX Street. FXStreet.com. You come over here, oh, look right on the top. Euro USD rises toward 1.1 after a plunge in US non-man. That's the report that came out this morning. That's the one, that's why I trade in the morning. That's the report right there, ladies and gentlemen, that would have made us the big money today. Oops. That's one thing that gets me about this stuff. I click on the wrong stuff all the time, and it really just gets me. Okay, let's go back to our FX Street. I'm going to get sidetracked. I've got a bad problem. But anyway, right up here, you got the news. Just go to news. You got the economic calendar. That tells you the releases. I go to Forex Factory. Look, you can go right here. Bank of Canada, the Fed, the non-farm payrolls. Those are big economic releases, okay? You can go there. We're going to go down here. Look at there. Right off the top. Fed has more work to do to support the economy. USD JPY, yen remaining under upguard pressure. Euro USD goes into consolidation near 1.0980 after recovery losses momentum at 1.1. That's what that's saying right there is that this morning when the news come out, it's already starting to recover. Okay, so that's why you get on right when the news comes out. You get on right when the news comes out, and you jump on that trade, and you go over here, and if you really if you don't understand how the news works, if it's positive or negative, like I said, go to tradingview.com and look at your chart. I'm going to give you a quick lesson on TradingView. TradingView is really a cool place to go. Now, you guys ain't going to get all this just first right off the bat, so don't worry about it. You got plenty of time to learn. There's different people at different levels right now, and I'm trying to get you where everybody's kind of on the same level, but let's go to TradingView, and I'm going to give you a quick lesson on TradingView. TradingView. Someday I'm going to get me a professional camera set up or something if I keep doing this, if it's helping you guys. Okay, now TradingView. Let's just go to the Euro USD. Euro USD. And let's go over here to Forex.com. In case I want to do a trade. Let's go to full featured chart. Before we do that, I'm going to go back here. I want to show y'all something. Here we go, right here. We got the Euro USD. Let's go down here. I want to show you something. If you come down, you got the chart right there, and you can see how it dropped off. But look here, you can go to your technicals. So go to your technical section if you're new to this. And this is a gauge that tells you on different time frames what's going on with technical indicators. And they're just basically summing it up for you. Technical analysis. A fast and easy way to analyze currencies. Okay, you got your time frames right up here. If you're wanting to look at what long term's happening, you're going to be messing with the 1 hour on up. If you want to look and see what it's doing real quick, right now we're on the day. It's saying if you're wanting to do a long term trade, no matter what it's doing right now, they're saying that it's going to be a sell on the long term, but I bet you it's a buy on the short term. Let's go down here to the 15-minute chart. And bam, it's a buy. Right now, if you looked at the chart, it would be on a buy candle. The 5 minutes going to be a buy. Oh, wait. The 5 minutes is sell. The 15's a buy. Well, no wonder my thing's not updating. But that right there gives you a good indication of what's going on. Now, it's right now on a 1 minute, it's saying that there's a sell candle going on. So let's go jump back over here. Yep, there it is right there. There it is. That's why it's telling you on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, it's a sell. But for the day, it's a buy. You see the trend right there. And when I say day, I'm not talking about on that day chart. I'm talking about, that's a long-term trade. I'm talking about for the day, which you're going to want to look at the 15-minute chart for the day. Your different time frames, see there's 15-minute time. Each one of those candles is 15 minutes. So in a day, you're wanting to look, to zoom in on the day, you're wanting to look at the 15 minutes. If you want to look at a week, you're wanting to go to the higher time frames, a 1 hour, or the 4 hour, or the 1 day. I usually go with the 1 day. And you see how for the day, that's going to be a week-long trade. You can get maybe 2 weeks out of that trade. If you want to do a couple of days, you might want to go to the hour. Just play around with it. These are technical indicators. It will tell you down here, it's got 2 more indicators. Your moving averages and your oscillators. Your oscillators are telling you basically the market condition, sold, overbought, stuff like that. It's saying it's neutral right now. Your moving averages, that's another technical indicator that's averaging out what is happening on the market as far as buys and sells. It's your moving averages. Are they moving up or are they moving down? According to how much volume and how many trades are being played. These are some advanced, you don't need to learn these technical indicators right now. I mean, when I first learned, that's all I learned was technical MACD, Fibonacci. We'll get into all that stuff later, but for right now, I'm just showing you this stuff so that you know where to go to look at stuff and you can start learning on your own. Because I'm not going to be here to teach you every second, but I mean, when I first got in this, from the time I got up in the morning to the time I went to bed at night, I was on these charts reading and learning. And that's what I want you to know where to go. You go to tradingview.com, you go to FX Source, you go to FX Street, you go to YouTube, you go to my channel, and all you got to do is let me know what's going on, and I will help you out the best I can. If I can't give you an answer, I'll find the answer, or I will point you in the right direction to get the answer. And maybe later on in the day, we'll talk a little bit about Fibonacci's. Fibonacci's is a pattern in the market. Everything has a pattern to it. They found a long time ago that, well, this guy, I guess I think his name was Fibonacci, and he found that there was a sequence of numbers in patterns. And they found out that the market works on these same patterns. So they used the Fibonacci to predict where the market's going to move next. Okay, they don't know, but since everything works on a pattern, they can accurately predict. And I'm going to do a video on that next, and I'm going to put it out there just to touch on it. I don't use it, but it's interesting information to know, and it may help some of you guys out. Excuse me. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this video right here, but I wanted to give you some tools. I want you to go and start reading the news at fxstreet.com. I want you to start reading the news fxsource.com. I want you to start reading the news routers.com and look up Forex currency or current currency. And I want you to go to bloomberg.com, and I want you to start looking up stuff there. Remember, forexfactory.com is where you get your folders at and your data releases, and start familiarizing yourself with this information. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. I'll be right back with another video on Fibonacci. It's going to be a real quick video. All right, goodbye.